Greetings everyone and welcome back to this next session of the Devil Darlings, starring everyone down there that you can see, including the new face. But we'll get onto that soon enough. Skip introductions or do introductions? All up to you lot.
No.
I mean, we've done them a few times, right?
We need to shove David into that corner.
I wouldn't mind, but...
Introductions
Hi
will
there,
be...
I'm Codi.
Good enough. The introductions will be down in the description, I guess. Just go down there and check it. It's just that we want to get on with this.
Yeah.
Assassin Shit Lizard will be joining us soon enough. It's just that she's going to be running a bit late. Krinlok and Oni not here this week. Neither is Petru, so we make do. So, for those who were here last week, doesn't matter, you weren't on last week. But what about the week before? What happened?
I know what happened at the end.
What happened?
Can I actually pitch in? Because I was just told by her.
Go on, what do you say?
I know there was a beaten up Namr who got rescued, and then the guy who was beating it up and torturing it got, got
No.
murdered.
No, he didn't. Okay, so what happened was Codi went to the pet store, only to find that this shopkeeper had a Namir in a cage.
Okay.
She recognized that this Namir had been tortured by paladins. Codi then tracked down the shopkeeper after he ran away and forced him to tell her where he got the Namir. Turns out he got it from a bunch of bandits who are holed up in a thing. We are now bringing the shopkeeper with us.
Yes.
To make sure he's not pulling our chain.
You are taking him towards the mansion, which is also where you've heard some slight issues are going down at the moment. And it's also where you heard it's going to be like a shortcut towards Undine.
Mm-hmm.
Also, breakfast hatched.
Yeah. And I got an egg with legs.
Yes. I'll say as you're exiting the place following I don't think we mentioned this before, but Trickstem, you'll get yourself a baby harness to put breakfast in.
Yep.
And so you're all going out that way then, outside of the city and off towards the mansion.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we are.
Quick thoughts. Pixie, since you weren't here for those sessions and such, we'll say you did a couple of things just off in the background, like you were just visiting some places, seeing some sights and such. And you came back to see that old giant hubbubaloo.
Right, yeah. Actually, there's a reason I asked about like surroundings and whatnot, because like, if she'd found like because obviously prior weeks we've been through bogs and forests and everything. If she found like somewhere to freaking bathe, she would have tavern, watering hole, something.
Yeah, you've been to some before. The tavern's called the Village. You've been in it before, I'm sure, so you'll have gone in there. You'll be able to not essentially buy a room for the night, but you would have been able to just go in there just to use the bathrooms. So you've managed to refresh yourself up, and as you're all heading out, it's getting to late evening as you're travelling along the pathway. You know it's probably going to take you the full night to get there, so you decide maybe it's best to camp out. It's all up to you lot. Are you camping out or are you carrying on? Also, all the while, the shopkeepers the pet shop owner, of course, is complaining while he's on his shoulder.
Did you say it's night?
It's getting towards night time.
Can we see that far in front of us right now? I'm guessing a lot of us have torches and stuff, but so I guess we could.
I mean, if you got torches, you can light them up as it's starting to get dark, but those with dark vision can see fine anyway.
Ah, there we go.
I have a lantern.
No, dark night vision. So
I guess the whole thing is anyone feeling like they need to rest? Because if we can light our way forward, then
let me check for those that aren't here to see if they're injured or not. The rest of you can say if you're doing fine or not.
I mean, I'm fairly injured, not terribly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Everyone else? Nothing major? Because if not, then...
I'm alright.
I mean, it's nothing. I'm not majorly hurt, but we should probably rest anyway.
Get all
Yeah.
of our points back and everything,
Yeah,
and then we
'cause-
can start fresh.
Because if we're going to end up in like a combat tomorrow,
yeah, good point. Good
Yeah.
point.
Freely
Alright,
looks
yeah.
a bit scratched up. Raali and Krinlok look quite battered up as well.
Yeah, so let's take the rest. I vote yes.
Alright, coolio.
Okay. It's going to be the normal 8-hour shtick for resting up, so who's taking watches?
I mean, I don't sleep, so maybe I should just watch the entire night.
Pixie, I was going to say Pixie will take like the first watch. She doesn't mind. Just that way, like I don't know, if that way, I don't know, more than one person. A good idea.
I'm going to book the snoop for luck.
so if Pixie and Ix are going to be doing watch, Cody's not.
Okay. So,
Not that it'd matter because my perception is crap.
yep. So, Pixie, you're going to take first watch, and then Ix is going to take the rest.
That works.
Yep.
How long are you going to do the watch for then, Pixie? 1 hour, 2 hours?
I guess I mean, she'll be making sure she gets it in enough rest to sustain herself. So about an hour.
Okay. So,
And then the rest of the 7 are X's.
yep. So before you all go to rest, as you're all setting up your camp for the night, is any of you wanted to do anything before you get some rest?
Give me 1 second.
While you're all setting up the tents and that, I'm assuming Oni's making sure the shopkeeper's going to be silent all night. Krinlok just kind of retires to bed, and Raali's just like sniffing around, seeing if there's anything shiny around. Because Raali.
I'm gonna go around the campus like, is anyone good at making traps?
Oh.
Basically, this would go off your survival skill.
Yeah, of course. Pixie will stay in a slightly distracted zone, but she could certainly give it a good go.
Let me just check the other survivals who aren't here.
Hang on. Alright, guys, one moment.
Oni looks like he's too distracted to help with it. Raali doesn't seem too interested either. Petru seems like they could help out a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, Petru and Krinlok offer their services to help with traps as well. And yeah, I'm assuming like you're just building like a kind of rudimentary nest for breakfast Trickstem.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yep.
so we need to build a tripwire around the main entrances to the camp, and then make it so that, and then I've got these nets that can be dropped on people who are coming in,
Okay.
or things that are coming in.
As Cody's going for it, Pixie listens and sort of take like step by steps, begins to put things together.
Okay.
As she can.
So those that are going to help with the traps, roll me survival checks.
The reason I'm asking other people to do it is because I have 0 in survival.
See what
I
happens.
mean, I might be able to do it. I have 3 in survival.
It's not the worst, but not great either.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll as well, Ix, if you want to. Okay.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
Cody's gonna roll.
you're both struggling a bit.
Nope.
Not as much as Cody's struggling.
Ah!
I will. Cody, you almost trap yourself in one of your own nets.
Determined. She's gonna persist. She needs the distraction.
Hang on. I'll
Are you
roll
gonna roll
for.
for
I'll roll
Krinlok
for
and...
Petru. Petru's struggling.
No one knows how to make traps.
Oh, you don't know Krinlok hasn't rolled yet.
I'm getting there.
I mean, if I sit in a rocking chair, am I not my own trap?
This was more Kaya's thing.
Krinlok's doing a bit better.
Technically.
I'll go check for one other person. Never mind. Freely also has 0 in it. I will roll a blank roll. Just quickly. Never mind. Got the same as Krinlok. Yeah, Sir tries to help as well. But I'll say that between all those rolls, you can at least get Codi back out of the net. And you start to put some traps together. You don't know if it'll hold up for the full night, but it's the best you got, unless you're going to try to spend all night trying to build traps.
So like, Kaya, how did you ever build these stupid things? I sort of looks down. It's like half-made, somewhat functional trap she's got. Place it down.
I'm actually really curious about something now. I'm just going to check a couple of things. Never mind.
Yeah. Hour and then.
Okay, so is no one else helping with the traps, or is that it for the night?
I believe that's it.
So now my question would be, how much do I heal for an hour of resting?
Full, isn't it? Full heals?
For the full night, it'll be full heals, but if Togepi's staying up for 7 hours,
7 hours.
it only counts as a light rest. So how much heal for light rest? Let's see. 50. Because I don't want to know actual rest, actual real life stuff. I want to know light rest stuff. Short rest. Let's see. You can spend your hit dice in a short rest to heal up. You can spend 1 or more hit dice at the end of a short rest up to the character's maximum number of hit dice, which is equal to the character's level. For each hit dice spent this way, they can roll the dice and add the character's constitution modifier to it. You regain hit points equal to that total. There you go, you healed 11. So, first things first. Pixie, roll me a perception while you're on watch, as everyone goes to bed. Okay. As you're looking around, feel like the flickering flames and that lot, you don't see too much yourself. Like in the distance, you can see the festival winding down and Tom, but you don't really pick up on much else. And when the hour passes, you go get some sleep. Togepi takes over. Ix. I know names. Ix, roll me 3 perception rolls.
3.
Yeah. Okay. The first couple of hours, you're not really picking up on too much. But in that last hour, you think you hear what seems to be a faint scream.
It's better not to be Raali again.
It's not Raali. If it were Raali, it'd be a lot louder. This seems to be coming from the distance. Oddly enough, in the way that you're travelling towards.
Well, my option would be to use my lantern to start walking towards the screaming alone, but I don't know if that's the best idea.
I mean, you can try and wake up any other people as well. Also, sorry if I'm coming through a bit muffled. I'm currently eating chicken as well.
You know what? Screw it.
Of course you are.
I'm gonna start heading that way with my lantern.
Okay.
Alone.
How far are you travelling, would you say? Like 15 minutes travel, 30 minutes?
I would say about 15 minutes.
Okay.
See if I can see or hear anything.
Okay. I'll just quickly bring up this map here so I can just keep track of it. I'd say that you camped out roughly at the fork going... At the fork you've been to before, where the left pathway would take you into the woods that everyone else visited before you met Ix and that lot. The one where you found the owlbear egg. The right fork path is taking towards Yarno, which is on the town. The scream seems to be coming from directly ahead, though, further along the pathway. As you travel along the pathway, you see Yarno in the distance that way to your right. And then you seem to come across, to your left, a few graves. They seem to be not out, but they've been there for a few years, to be sure.
What was that? I could not hear you.
Oh, sorry. As you're carrying along the pathway, you see Yarno to the right. You see the forest to the left. But just beyond the forest, you see a few gravestones and a few graves that seem to be in there for a few years.
I want to walk over and see if there are any names on the stones.
There are indeed. As you look to the stones, you can make out a few names. The first one of which seems to be the freshest of the graves, just with the name Dirk above it. Like, rest in peace, Dirk. The second of which... I'm going to need to load up this quick file name so I know the names of these people. Here we go. The second of which has the name Rest in Peace, Light Gear. Wife, daughter, mother.
Light gear A.
Yep. And the third one seems to be a much larger grave. It just says, Rest in peace, my brothers and sisters. You have ceased to function, but you will always remain. At this point, I would ask you to roll, but Ix has been asleep for 500 years or so, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So these names wouldn't ring a bell to you, despite you being on this island.
Well, not 500 years, Jesus, no.
No.
It's probably only been like 60.
Yeah. So
even then,
I don't think the names would ring too much of a bell.
Is there any sounds coming from up ahead anymore? Or has it just gone silent?
Make me another perception. You think you can hear some like muffled cries in that lot coming from ahead, but if it is, it does seem like it's muffled not because someone's repressing the cries, but more it's just muffled due to distance.
I will choose to sit at the fork in the road and wait for everybody else.
Okay. So, as daytime comes, everyone else awakens. Heal up all you've got and regain your spell slots. I will say, with your short rest, you will be able to regain your spell slots. That'll be nice for that. Especially given you've sat down there and waited for everyone else, so that can count as a bit of a rest as well.
Woo!
So,
Like traps.
as you look to the traps, most of them don't seem to have caught anything.
Mm-hmm.
The other one seems to have caught what seems to be a small rabbit.
Just looks down and says, "Well, we caught breakfast."
Trickstem, make me a perception check.
She's okay. She's visibly looking down at the rabbit, of course, as she says this. So,
You quickly panic, look to your side. Breakfast is still in a nest, just like dozing off, before slowly awakening with a loud yawn.
He sighs because like he's happy that breakfast is surviving.
Cody will run over, grab the rabbit while it's still in the net. I was like, no!
Okay,
what do you,
go on.
what do you mean?
You're not eating it.
All right, I'm not about to argue with you, though it would certainly give it a booster for the day.
You should have brought your own food.
I have plenty of rations, but
Then eat those.
Is it still under the net, Cody, or did you take it out of the net?
She's just, it's still in the net.
As you're discussing this, breakfast
No,
toddles.
she's holding it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
she's picked it up while it's still in the net.
While you're discussing this, then, breakfast toddles out of the tent, gazes at the rabbit curiously, and starts to wander over.
Cody's just holding the rabbit like,
Pixie just it's not even a conversation. She's like, all right, okay.
Yeah, breakfast seems a bit hungry.
I'll just pull up
Yeah.
some
Cody's still holding the rabbit.
Like, no one eats this bunny.
We heard you.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting for everybody, I'm gonna burn up a spell slot. At least one.
Alright. So, Allo, what are you doing this morning?
Allo probably checking on her stuff, making sure that nothing got messed up in her sleep.
Okay, as you're checking your stuff, it all seems to be there. At the same time, you also notice Sir has been popping back and forth from the nearby forest. Just seems to have been bringing like several different little berries and that lot, just like placing them down in your tent.
Sarah, what you doing?
Breakfast.
Oh, cool.
And with that, he greedily gobbles up all the berries he's placed there, then looks to you. And what are you having?
I don't think I've got anything.
Do you not have any rations?
No, I don't. Do I have rations?
If you had like an explorer's pack or something, they usually come with rations.
I have a mess kit, but I don't. Oh no, wait! I get 10 days rations.
There you go, you got rations. Trickstem.
Yes.
You've seen breakfast go out to the tent and that lot. I'm assuming you're going to follow to try and give her breakfast?
Yes.
Give breakfast.
Yes, I'm gonna give breakfast.
Give breakfast to herself.
Perception.
So, you'll have some of your own rations. You'll also give some rations to breakfast. You have to mush them down a bit because she's still a baby,
Yeah.
just to make it a bit easier for her to eat. But with that, you quickly pack up camp afterwards, making sure that the others are awake. Surprisingly, Raali's being quite quiet. Like, she seems to be keeping to herself a bit.
Hmm.
And as you're packing up, Allo, make me a perception.
Ah, perception. Okay. 1 second. Page. 12.
You start to hear a whispering coming from your bag.
Looks back in the bag.
The whispering's coming from that mirror.
Allo pulls out the mirror, looking at it curiously.
Yep. And as you look to it, you see your own reflection for a while, before the mirror starts to become quite smoky, as the voice comes a bit more clearer. Oh, it seems another one has found me. Pray tell, what happened to my previous, owner, I suppose?
He kinda sorta got murdered.
This is why you can't trust people to do your... So, what is your name, little small one?
And Allo, who are you?
Greeting. You'll know my name soon enough. But either way, Allo, I feel we're going to do great things together, you and I. Just maybe don't tell the others just yet. Keep this a secret between friends, okay? With that, the smokiness goes. It's back to it being just a normal mirror for now.
Codi will toddle over to the other Namr with the rabbit. He's like, look!
The other Namr tilts her head as she looks to the rabbit before picking it up off you.
Mm-hmm.
Then trying to absorb any emotions from it.
What's the rabbit feeling?
Panic, probably.
It's like...
So, this little rabbit goes from like trying to scurry out of the grasp to just being calm. And you see a bit more colour come back to this other Namr. Allo, just seems like it was before, just normal black framed mirror with what seems to be like green webbing around it. And once everything's packed up, you'll go down the way. And 15 minutes on, you come across
looks
X.
to the rabbit and just smiles warmly before standing up and walking ahead.
I'm assuming that the other Namr is still holding on to this rabbit for now. Like, she doesn't know if she's supposed to let go yet or not, so she's just holding on to it while it's still in the net. And 15 minutes in, you come across X.
Oh. Well, you got quite far out. Did you see anything last night?
Not see, but I heard screaming from ahead and then found gravestones.
Oh, that sounds reassuring.
Always reassuring.
We should keep a sharp eye out too. We don't want to become one of those tombstones.
Okay, are any of you looking at the gravestones?
I will.
It's like a nervous chuckle from her.
Okay, you look to the gravestones.
Codi will run over and start inspecting.
Yeah, again, you don't recognise any of the names.
I guess Pixie will have a look to
Yep.
sort of see the sort of
You don't
conditions.
recognize. Okay. For the light gear and the mass one, you don't recognize them. But roll me a history for Dirk.
A history, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. One moment.
Okay. You seem to recall back in your childhood,
Yeah.
you used to have a few agents come and go from your kingdom, like a few hired mercenaries, a few hired assassins. You even used to your parents even used to hire spies every now and again. And you recall a certain master of disguise who used to go by the codename Dirk. And you just remember that in his older age, he retired and went off to live on an island somewhere. You start to ponder, was this the island?
Sort of takes a long look at the tombstone while saying, kind of knew this man. I mean, we never really shared words or anything, but you know, like a passing glance or a smile or something. But he retired long ago when I was young. So
Sorry.
then we didn't. No one saw him for a long time. Guess this is where he went.
Trickstem and Allo, are you doing anything with these tombstones?
I think Trixem's just gonna be looking at them.
Yep. Allo?
Allo's probably walking amongst them, but she's not too interested in graveyards.
Trickstem. I'm sure look into him. The name Dirk doesn't mean anything to you. The mass grave, who knows? And like you feel like you've heard in passing, but you wouldn't know too much on that just yet.
Yeah.
So, with that done, are you all continuing on?
One moment.
Yep.
She'll just create a sort of like marking of the Vale family crest on the tomb.
Okay.
And says Valor, and says Valor go with you. So before standing up and walking ahead.
Okay. As you continue walking on. Oh. Are you going to say something, Codi?
Not particularly.
Okay, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Go on.
What?
He's walking on ahead slightly.
Sorry, just try to get me off. So, you carry on ahead. So it's about another hour or so. Before you come to another fork in the road. To the left seems to be a path just going offwards towards, like basically around what seems to be the base of the mountain. But dead ahead, this is a bit like a forest. Dead ahead, with what seems to be the remains of an old mansion jutting out from the top. And to the left of that, seems to be an old factory.
Okay.
Codi.
Oh, go on, Codi.
Codi pokes the shopkeeper in his hurt leg.
Ah! What?
this mansion? This the place?
Yeah. I mean, I think they first tried to hit up the factory over there, but well, that's where I met them, at the factory, but they couldn't get in. Well too guarded, well too locked. But then they said they were going towards the mansion, so if they're anywhere, that's where they'd be able to find them.
Remember what I said.
Like I could ever forget.
You're pulling our chain? I'll pull your head off.
So, look into the mansion. I say we take them in. There's no need to spill any blood in there.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm being quite serious.
I'll kill every last one of them until they tell me where they got her from.
Well, the idea would be to get that information out of them, then take them to the nearest authority, whatever form that might take, even if it's us.
I have to tend to agree with Cody. I don't think we should even try to take them to authorities. They should be dead.
Session 21.
Take it, everyone else.
Turns into a murder hobo.
I take it everyone else feels the same.
Allo, Trickstem?
The sooner we get the information, the better. If we're gonna go, we shouldn't talk too much about it.
Trickstem?
I guess I agree.
Okay. So as you all head towards the mansion, this is where I'm going to have to drag you along, so don't worry, you're not... Token. Move. You're not going back to Yarno, don't
Oh,
worry.
heading to a new...
You're not going back to Yarno, don't worry. You're going to... here.
What?
Let me just reveal the first room. Unless that's already revealed to you.
That's a
It
pair of
is.
doges.
I'm trying to think where's revealed and where isn't revealed at the moment. Currently, this kind of room should be revealed to you at the moment.
We can see 2 puppers, foyer, 1 room.
Can you see you lots at the bottom as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can.
Okay, so that's everything revealed. That should be revealed at the moment. So, as you reach the mansion, it seems old and decrepit. As you slowly push open the doors, you all step inside.
Before
go on.
Before they're open, she just looks and says, "Just a heads up, I refuse to kill any of them."
Fine, you'll probably fucking die then.
There are other ways than killing. I would like to think one of you at least know that, and she'll walk on through.
Okay. And as you enter, the doors close behind you.
Insert spooky music.
I was thinking Scooby-Doo.
As you all turn around,
Scooby-Doo.
there seems to be some kind of mechanisms on the other side of the door, holding it shut. Seems like someone's...
I'll just break those later.
It does seem like someone's rigged these to the point where you can push it open, but you can't pull it open. You can get in, but there's no way getting out.
Unless I break it.
Ahead of you, anywhere where you see like these little red nubs, that's indicating a doorway. And ahead of you, you see what seems to be at first they seem to be 2 large wolves, but upon closer inspection, they're mechanical. Even though she's not here, Petru would know these resemble the kind of same work that was on the Hydra that she fought in the tournament. These are cogwork wolves, as big as a dire wolf, but they both seem to be frozen in place, as if they stopped working long ago.
She sort of looks at these, eyes them curiously for a moment, then
he's on. She's like, yeah. Once again, going up ever so slightly ahead.
Yep. For those that are here, you can move your icons around. I'll have to move Petru and Krinlok and myself and Raali myself since they're not here. But
I'll be having the Namr stick like right next to me.
Yep. And Sarah will be sticking right next to you,
That's
Allo.
musically.
And for you, Trickstem, breakfast is in her harness. She's just like dangling from your chest.
Yeah, I'll be taking extra care of that.
Yeah, her paws are like just wriggling like. So you're going to the left, Ix? Is everyone else following?
Yes.
Well, I was gonna peek through the door first.
Oh no, I'm just gonna break the door down.
Okay. Well.
As you go to break the door down, Ix, make me a strength check.
Okay. Well.
Okay. You got to give it a big old push. It just swings open. It wasn't locked. Like,
So I tumble into the room.
Oddly enough to say, this place seems to have been abandoned for so long. That door opened quite easily. You feel like it's been used recently. And ahead of you is a hallway. It seems at first to just go straight, but you feel like it's got like an L junction, like it goes to the right at the end.
Can I do... Oh, what is it? I have it in here.
Oh no. Slow.
Oh, right there. Can I do that?
Okay, let's see. Detect thoughts. To read the thoughts of certain creatures. Focus your mind on any one creature that exceeds 30 feet. No, because I believe that's with that you have to be able to see it.
Ah, god damn it.
Because it says you focus it on one creature ahead of you.
Okay, never
Hopefully
mind.
little
Scratch
Leigh.
that.
Look out for any traps.
Yep. Allo, did you just look over to like one of the wolves? You start to recognise some of the craftsmanship on these. You feel like these have been made by one Dr. Softlock. He was also the person that made the Hydra for the arena and that lot. He was known for making cogwork constructs. Overall, he wasn't that bad of a man. He was quite a nice man. But you know that due to some kind of incident years back, he abandoned this mansion.
What's the light level in this hallway?
To describe it with one word, swinging.
And is this red down here a door?
Yes, it is.
Ah, okay.
So I'm gonna sneak up to this corner.
Yep.
I'm gonna peek around it.
Okay. As you peek around it, you see what seems to be 3 more doorways and another one of those cog wolves at the end, frozen in place. Allo, Trickstem, Pixie, are you following or staying for you?
Are you following us?
Yes, I'm going to.
Okay, drag yourself over. I'm not going to drag the 4 icons, but they'll be following you as well.
By the way, Codi, if you hit it, save an arm. I need one.
Likes to.
Okay.
Yep. Initial approach. Are any of you going around the corner or trying any doors?
if Pixie will just keep an eye for any traps as she's going.
Okay.
Allo cannot move forward. I mean, she'll probably squeeze through everybody.
I mean, you are small. You'd probably be able to squeeze past.
There you are. I'll leave you a little extra room.
Yep.
I mean, it's fine. Pixie kind of sort of stepped over Allo earlier.
I mean, that is very possible with how tiny you are. We can all just like, deep, deep, just jump over.
I mean, Allo...
Can I make a perception?
Should have politely stopped.
Make me a perception.
Just to see if there's anything that looks like it might be a trap.
Picture will dart
You
through.
don't see anything at first that seems to be a trap, but with your large rabbit-like ears, you do hear a noise coming from...
Wrong one.
I hear a noise.
You do hear a noise coming from this direction.
Hey, there's noise that way.
I will peek through the door and see.
Yep, make me a perception as you peek
Do
through the
you
door.
peek through the door this time?
I see everything.
Now make me a stealth check.
The
as you do so.
master of perception. This session.
Now make me a stealth check as you do so.
Crit fail.
I am the master.
As you peek through, you see in this room. This room seems to be like a laundry room, just like where they keep the aired clothes and that lot. And hidden among some of the crates, you see what looks to be one of the bandits, with his bow trained on the door, with a look of fear painted on his face.
Well, Pixie's not.
Okay, are you actually quite literally just pushing and running in?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do that.
Well,
Guys,
before you do so, he's going to actually take a shot at you.
Ah, damn it.
So let me just...
So I'm essentially using X as a shield.
So he gets
That's
plus...
okay, I can take the hits.
He gets +3 to
Don't
this.
kill him. Need to interrogate.
I'll just take off his arm. I only need one. That does not
Yep,
hit me.
That just flies into the wall here. Like, quite literally just...
Do you want me to roll the
there, as you pounce on it.
Do you want me to roll the sword again?
Let me just see. That was a 20 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
which will hit.
But then I also have that, which is 2 piercing.
As you
Is he
pounce-
dead or is he just severely injured?
No, he's not dead, he's a bit injured. Basically, as
Okay.
you jump onto him, you kind of pin him to the ground with your leg as it goes through his shoulder.
He's going slowly into the room, I guess. Still not
Alrighty, Cody. You can interrogate now. He cannot run from me.
So, Cody with her eyes glowing like they do, leans over his face.
Hang on, I just spotted something.
Oh?
Oh, Allo's just checking out the dog. That's fine. Yep. As you lean over to look him in the face, he seems more fixated at the moment on Ix, as he just stammers out, "Get away from me, skin taker!"
I just want your arm, and she just wants information. So tell us, or I will take your head.
With that panic, he looks over to you, Cody. Why is he why? What? You're a flesh! You're a flesh! Why are they teaming up with one's a flesh?
Don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But you and your band stole this Namr from some paladin and sold it to a shopkeeper, a
Yep.
pet dealer.
He'll look over towards the Namr. And you'll roll to see if he remembers. Doesn't ring a bell. No. I think that were after I joined.
Who would know? And where are they?
The boss would know. He's upstairs.
Now, what are you talking
upstairs.
about a skin taker?
Skin takers, like that. And he points back up X. They came out of nowhere, just all over in here. Our men have been falling left and right. They just destroy and then take.
X, did your dad make more of you?
No, I was an only one. Although it is possible to have created many other dolls. He did have a daughter. She could have easily done that.
Dolls?
Can Pixie roll a history, please?
Yeah.
Does she? Oh, yeah, she has that.
Well, you see, Mr. Bandit,
You
X here
don't know anything,
is a
Pixie.
doll.
Really? We're 19?
This is the first time you've been to this island, so.
Oh, fair enough.
What did you say, Codi?
So you see, X here's a doll. Not a skin taker.
That's the thing, though. The skin takers, the things they're not living.
I believe skin takers are, well, much like dolls, soul-bound dolls such as myself.
No. Not that kind of skin taker. We call them skin takers because that's what they do. They kill someone, they rip the skin off and try to wear it.
That sounds like fun.
His eyes widen again at that point. Look,
I suddenly think I'm not the most dangerous thing to the party.
Look, are you going to get off me?
Well, is there anything else that you can give us for information?
For some reason, I thought I heard Destiny for a second.
Yeah, like, how many are there?
Of us or skin takers?
The skin takers.
I don't know. They just keep coming out of the woodwork. They started first on the top floor. That's why the boss locked the top floor to stop them from coming down any further. I think that's the source of them.
So they were in the attic.
I think
or
so,
something.
yes. But since then, they've also been coming from down below as well.
The basement.
So there's clearly a nest somewhere.
He rapidly nods. Look, I know that you don't believe me, but...
To be fair, I couldn't give less of a shit if you were telling the truth or not. I'm here for one reason.
And that is?
To find out information about the paladins.
Then that would be the boss.
Fine, we're adding you to our repertoire.
Okay. I'm assuming that's...
Take him with us.
I'm assuming at this point, Ix, you're releasing him from the blade.
No, well, I can heal his arm back and leave it a nub if I just take the arm. Then I have something to wear. So I will be taking your arm, Mr. Sir.
But I need that to shoot. If you take my
You
arm,
don't
I am
need
no use.
anything as long as I am here.
Alright, so can Pixie do something here?
Go for it.
Gonna just step forward, put what's our dog companion called again?
Ix.
Ix. Just gonna step forward, look to Ix, and just say, that really isn't necessary. You don't have to do that.
Fine. Rips the blade out of his arm. he can bleed out instead.
I don't know why you put Mark Trickstem. Allo, seems like the other seems frozen in place, but doesn't seem as rusted.
Doesn't seem what? Hold on. Do I have you turned down? I have you turned down. Why are you turned down?
Yes, why have you
There
turned down the DM?
Now, you, Mr. Archer Man, are gonna come with us. And you're gonna help us kill whatever gets in our way.
Fine.
Or we'll kill you.
I need to put some of these bastards down for what they did to my men anyway. Well,
That's fine.
For the love of Christ.
But I'll warn you right now.
Yep.
There's a very strong possibility of me killing your boss. If you even try to turn on us, I'll kill you as well. Understand?
Fine. To be fair, at this point, it should be more a case of the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but whatever. With that, he is now going
Problem
to be
is, I don't
following you.
care about your enemy, so that analogy doesn't work.
Yep. So with that, he's going to be following you.
More meat for the meat wagon.
I am going to push Trickstem out of my way to leave the room. Boop.
Yep. Trickstem, are you making way?
Yeah, he's gonna move out the way because, you know.
Yeah.
He's got a baby Albert, he's got breakfast with it.
I'm
Well,
not
and he
going to
doesn't
move the
want to
archer's.
with the shovel.
I'm not going to move the archer's icon, but just assume he's there with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So as you all start going down the
Cody's
corridor.
gonna go see what Allo's up to.
Yep. Allo's inspecting that wolf. As I said to Allo, he seems like the other ones, but doesn't seem as rusted.
What are you doing?
Checking out the wolf.
Why?
Could be useful.
How?
That's like asking why you carry around a hammer.
Pixie, you're exiting the room as well. Michael? Michael's muted himself.
Okay.
I'm assuming that they're going to be there with you. So,
yeah.
I'll move them up to there.
Meh.
And I'm assuming you're all here as well, like that. Ix, you moving up a bit as well, or are you staying at back?
I'm actually thinking about heading back this way
Okay.
to go over to the other side of the. If I could move this. Okay, there we go.
Okay. So we'll get back to you in a second then. Because, Allo, as you're poking around that wolf, you quickly look to it as its eyes glow red.
Oh boy, am I gonna have to do it? Am I gonna have to dodge?
Well, I'll say this. You quickly step back as you notice something else as well as those red eyes. You start to see flames spewing from its mouth
Oh!
as it seemingly comes alive.
Try to explain modern day technology to adults. Nightmare.
And then
Older adults.
it spits out a large fireball.
Ah!
I have to say, thank God I'm not in the room.
I heard fireball.
Yep. Allo, Codi, Pixie, Trickstem, Freely, Dex checks.
24, nat.
Okay. Let me see what the DC is that I gave this.
Mouse, I'm gonna die.
Okay. So, I'm guessing the first one was Codi, the second one was...
Mm-hmm.
Dex
Who's
is a
not
save.
rolled?
Oh yes, of course we say.
Okay.
Oh, really?
So, Only Freely and Allo passed.
Oh, boy.
Don't worry, you're not all taking damage. But the concussive force of this blast shatters the room around you, sending you all scattered.
What?
Now comes the fun part. I'm going to say that I'm not going to roll
I
dex.
take half damage from fire.
It's not going to be damage.
It's just force that pushes you away.
I'm not going to
It's
roll dex
emotional
checks.
scarring.
I'm not going to roll dex checks for the 4 that aren't here. I'm going to roll a d4. For Allo and Freely, since they passed, they can choose to add 1 or minus 1 from this roll. And this will tell me where you're getting pushed. So, first of all, Allo,
Hmm.
you feel the force is currently trying to push you this way into this room. Are you keeping that, or you wanted to +1 or -1?
I do and don't, because at the same time, if that splits me apart from the party, I'm gonna be like, actually, wouldn't that knock into Cody too, considering?
Given that Codi's small, you'll probably fly over her head.
I just thought something Pixie should have probably done
Yep.
before, but it's probably too late now because we've left the room and whatnot.
I'll say if you're going this way, it is on the same floor, that room, so...
Okay, so I don't mind it as much.
Okay, so Allo is being flung to the right. Codi, you can't add or -1 since you failed, so let's see where you end up.
What?
Oddly enough, you're flung to the left. Trickstem. Trickstem is flung.
Yeah.
Guess what, Trickstem?
Yeah.
You're flung upwards and through the roof.
Oh my god, no!
You're flung onto the first floor. So I'm going to remove your token from this map for now.
What is the fastest way to the top floor? Save breakfast. Fuck Trickstem with breakfast.
Bye!
Freely can add a -1 to this. Freely is currently being blown downwards into the basement. Freely can add 1 to go to where Codi is.
Add 1.
Okay. Freely is also flung left into that room. And last but not least, well, that's all least for the ones that are active here. Pixie.
Yep.
You're also flung into the with Codi and Freely. Let's see where the others went. Krinlok. Blown up with Trickstem.
Hey.
Petru.
But yeah, that's no, actually.
Blown in there with Allo.
Budget's too late now.
Oni is also in there with Allo. And last but not least, Raali. Basement. Raali's alone.
She's alone. I am alone. I'm sitting in
Yeah,
the freaking...
Ix, as you went into that other room, you just hear a massive explosion come from the hallway you just read. Also, I will say this. The shopkeeper is in there with them in the stairs. The archer is incinerated. He took the full brunt of the force. That's why none of you took fire damage.
Oh my god. Whew.
Now you can have a crispy arm.
I don't want it now. It's ashes on the ground.
So, who shall we reveal first? We'll stick with this floor for now.
I'm guessing my Namir's with me.
Yep. In fact, we will reveal you lot first. It's you 4, Freely, Codi, Pixie, and Nameless Namir. We're blown into the ballroom. And as soon as the wall shatters as you're flung into there, There is a panicked bandit in there.
You've made quite the entrance.
It's okay.
And
Calm it.
as soon as you do that,
Ooga booga!
he becomes extremely spooked and rushes. I'm going
Oh,
to roll a
wait.
d4 to see which one he rushes. He's rushing freely. As he attempts,
He's an idiot.
to push freely towards what seems to be a bookcase here.
Hmm.
Oh wait, right there.
Yep. Freely can make a dex check to try and get out of this.
Can
Yep.
Wait, does it look like he's trying to escape to this book shelf?
No, it looked like he was trying to push freely. And
Oh,
freely
yeah.
sidesteps as this man charges forward, misses, pushes the bookcase, and goes through, screaming.
Huh.
Well, it's quite a house of fun, isn't it?
That was interesting.
Yep.
Something back there.
Go
And
to check out the bookcase.
Yep. You hear the footsteps of the wolf as it goes past your rooms before leaping down the hall. Oddly enough, the hall where Raali went. Yep. Pixie, are you checking the bookcase?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. As you push it forward, you
Yeah,
see what seems to be a really steep slope, like a slide, basically, going down into the basement.
She was going to get in the guy's way for a reason, actually. I should have made that clear.
Alright, sorry.
No, it's fine. It was my fault.
Although, to be fair, if you did that, you probably would have ended up tumbling into there with it.
Yeah, probably best then. Alright, she'll have a look at where they kind of fell into. Is there a door there? Just no, or just nothing?
If the door looks broken down, as well as around the door.
So it's impassable.
No, you can still go through there.
Oh,
Just
go
that,
through.
pretty much here is a big
Then
hall,
again, right.
so you will have to be careful.
I'm ended up in different parts of this place anyway, so okay, she will. Is it dark down here?
The slide, it goes downwards to the basement.
Yeah, is the basement dark?
Yeah, it looks dark as it goes down.
All right. She just looks to Codi and whatnot. Said you had dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Watch. Good. You're gonna need it. She'll slowly head down.
Is there anything in here first? Can I look around?
Yeah, you can make me a perception check.
I'm essentially looting.
Yep. You find the guy's body. Hi, Fran.
Hey. Sorry, I'm late.
We'll get to what happens to you in a second.
Okay.
You find what seems to be the guy's belongings. It looks like he's just dropped them in his panic. So you'll find 30 gold on him, as well as a couple of basic daggers.
Nothing more interesting than that.
You also find a small healing potion. You also
I meant
You do find something else, though.
Hmm?
You find a small medallion. Remind me again. Do you know that medallion that was found at the forest? Did Codi get a look at that before Pixie took it?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Alright, then you won't have seen this before.
Medallion.
And you can't really ask Pixie because I think Pixie's gone down the slide.
Yeah, Pixie's already gone down the slide, but I'm just like looting the ballroom. That's what I wanted to do. Look around the room as well as him. That was the point.
In that case, we'll get back to you in a second then. Meanwhile, the ones that were blown to the right, you find yourself in the staircase, with stairs going upwards.
Stairs go upwards. Ding.
you playing the guitar?
As you look around the stairs, Allo, you see Oni and Petru there, kind of holding their heads. Oni's checking the shopkeeper. He's luckily still alive. And yeah, the stairs going up. As you look across, you can see these lot. But you do also see the giant hole in the floor. And also in the roof too.
I did not expect that to happen. I am so sorry.
Oddly enough, you don't see Trickstem, Krinlok, or Raali. You see Pixie go this way towards the
I
slide.
think Trickstem's dead.
Trickstem tried to clone something, he died.
You should casually just look into memes and shit postings real quick.
Wait, what's happening? You mean shit posting?
That's alright.
I found Trickstem.
Okay, so
That's great.
are you staying on this floor, Allo, or going up the stairs?
Depends on what the other two do. And they're currently AI, so...
Yeah. Given there's a giant hole in the floor, Petru will start going. Petru will actually look to you and Oni. Like, give the nod to, like, you lot go upstairs. Petru is actually going to fly down the hall.
Alright then. Up the stairs.
Yep. So, Allo and Oni go up the stairs. Ix. Where did you want to check out after the giant explosion happened?
Well, now that there's a giant explosion and I just literally watched a wolf walk down the hall and jump down a hole, I'm kind of looking at these two like, do I want to get incinerated?
As said, you look to these two, they look rusted over. It looks like even if they tried to move, they'd just fall apart.
Then in that case, wait, I'm gonna step right here, and I'm gonna steal this one's arm.
You
grab its front paw, you tug at it, it falls apart as you grab the arm. The arm seems quite stiff, but at least it's in one piece.
Yes. I'm gonna put that in my bag for later, and we'll do those things later.
Wacky with their paw.
Okay. So, is there anything else you want to do at the moment, or should we hop to one of the others?
Can I destroy this other one as well, just to be sure?
Yeah, you go over, you just kick its paws out from underneath it. It shatters into pieces. As I said, these things, it's not like when armor collapses, it's more like, say if you destroyed a big fancy clock and all the gear spilled out, it's kind of like that.
So they're just kind of piles on the ground?
Yeah. They're just scrap metal at this point.
Can I see if there's anything of value within the piles of scrap metal?
Doesn't really seem to be too much. It all seems to be too rusted and corroded.
Alrighty. Then I will move back and stand here, and you can go to everybody else.
Okay.
Which everybody
Just to give a bit of relief for some people, we will now go to the first floor.
Oh dear, this is where I'm gonna find people dead.
It all seems black at the moment because I need to drag some people
what
on.
is happening? Is this the
Trickstem's had a fun time.
Just give a bit of an update for you, Raali. They've gone to the mansion. They've entered it. And a giant cog wolf basically blew a giant concussive fireball that knocked people different directions. Currently, Raali is in the basement. Raali got blown through the floor.
Why am I in the basement?
Because Because I did.
Hey, you're
I
not
did,
alone.
I did rolls. So.
You're not alone. Pixie went down the slide with you. It's okay.
I will...
It's just very dark down there.
Yep. Also, I think Petru's flown down there to join up with you as well. So, we will cut to Trickstem and Krinlok as they
it doesn't matter.
Kind of shake the dust off themselves after finding themselves in a hallway. And as soon as you look up from where the hall was, Trickstem, you see what seems to be a person at first. And as they quickly turn to try and get your attention, because you've caught their attention with that noise basically, you start to see the blood, the ripped skin, the seams, and what seems to be a faint clicking of cogs.
Don't have my breakfast!
Ranna, did you see it?
Breakfast is nice!
And as it steps forward towards you, Trickstem, it falls through the hall, carries on all the way to the basement.
Why? Bye!
These things don't seem that bright.
That's made my day, but, you know. Well, night. It's like nearly.
You check to breakfast. Breakfast seems fine. Like a bit shaken up, a bit scared, but no injuries. Mainly because as soon as you saw it coming, you kind of hunched over breakfast. So your back that took the blow.
Okay.
So you've got your hall here. You've got a door beyond that, and you've got a door here.
Well, I'm not gonna risk going past the hall, so I think I'm going to go the opposite direction because breakfast is not dying.
Okay, so you're going to the left?
Yes.
Okay. As you slowly push open the door, you seem to come upon what seems to be like a room made entirely just for researching. Let's just look it up. Yep. There seems to be another one of those things in here, but it seems distracted at the moment as it's hunched over a corpse, peeling away at it. And this is where you notice an emblem on the corpse's jacket. It's the same emblem that Pixie showed you before. The emblem of the Forsaken.
Oh.
The ones that you know
dear.
took your friend. You feel like this is a bit of justice, really. Krinlok joined you in there. Are you doing anything with this thing, or are you leaving it?
I think I'm just gonna leave it be, you know.
Okay.
No, I've looked at it, it's Gucci.
Like, the room seems that it's been rummaged through as well. Like, someone's been through here. And there's only one other room in this place. Well, one other doorway.
I know, but I don't want to go past the hall. I might fall and die.
No. There's one to your... There's one above you.
Oh yeah, I've just noticed that. Yeah, I guess I'll go into there as well.
Okay. As you enter, this takes you outside. Oddly enough. As you look around, you can see just down to your right, there seems to be like a large garden with high walls and a tree going in its corner. You see a couple of the bandits still alive, actually searching around, seeing if they could try and find a way out. And up ahead is a large tower. And you can hear voices coming from that tower. Not like odd clicking or moans of cogs, like actual voices.
I don't think it's safe breakfast.
When the only person you can talk to is your pet.
Yeah, because Krinlok get any.
How depressing Trickstem's life has got. He's now speaking to an owl.
I'll give you a bit of help in that lot. You could do like Ix did and roll a stealth and a perception to look through the keyhole.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
So, stealth and perception, right?
Yep. Stealth first, let's see if you're sneaky. Okay. And perception. It's a bit blurry, but as you peek through the
I'm a
doorway...
bit blind, and I'm not very good.
It's more because it's a bit dark in there as well. As you peek through, you can make out what seems to be two smaller bandits. And behind them is a much larger dragonborn. And this is where we introduce David.
David!
I have not been paying attention.
We're all about to kill you. That's what's gonna happen.
Just as a cliff notes, David.
Hmm.
You're currently in this tower with two of your bandits. As your group, like your raiders, basically entered this place to look for any valuables, your people were set upon by what seems to be odd cogwork constructs that have been stealing skin. Like, they've been attacking your people, and as soon as they kill them, they've been peeling the skin off them to wear. And even though you've tried to fight back as much as you can, like you've been tossing them left and right, there is almost an infinite number. So you've locked the door to the top floor. Now you've hidden yourself away in this tower with your men.
Well, if my men couldn't hold them off, then they deserve to die.
Yep. I mean, there's two right in front of you, and these windows are quite wide open if you want to toss one of them.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not giving a your roll for this. You just basically pick up this guy here. You toss him through the window. He splats down into the garden as the other two look up at you in a panic.
I would yell at them to do a better job or they'll follow. Oh, the fucker.
Give them echo here.
And now make me a perception.
Perception.
Yep.
Where is perception? There is perception. I have nothing perception. This is gonna be great.
Still do it. As you say that, you hear a slight creak coming from beyond the door.
Oh dear.
Can I grab the nearest object to me and toss it at the door?
Yep.
Oh no.
You move there. You grab this guy. Roll me a dex check, Trickstem.
Man beast.
Yep, that's good enough. You see him pick up the person and throw it at the door as you quickly step back to where Krinlok is, as he shatters through the door and comes to a skid before you.
Oh! Krinlok, no!
Trickstem is sort of freaking out and like hiding breakfast because breakfast is not dying.
Yep.
I don't care if he's gonna be breakfast. She's not. No breakfast.
Unessa, before you see two tieflings. One of them seems to be a cleric. The other one has a baby owlbear strapped to his chest.
Unessa would or not yell, just growl, thank fuck you ain't one of those things.
Okay.
And with that, we'll quickly hop over to our other group, who is now on the first floor. Let me just get the icons up. Go away. Go away, Chris. I don't want your sheet.
The benefit of being half giant is not many things can resist you when you throw them.
As we reveal the wrong stairs. Wrong one.
The benefit to having a sword for a leg is that I can stab it into your foot when you
need
go
be
to
more
throw me.
here.
But throwing is fun.
There you are.
There we are.
So, Allo, you got up top at stairs with Oni and with the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper is just there going, "What the hell have you dragged me into?"
Allo just kind of shrugged. No, we don't know yet.
It could be a party.
I assume there's a door somewhere along the list right here.
It's right here.
Ah, right here. Okay.
Yep. So, as you go through that door, you find what seems to be a large corridor with several doorways, and a bandit banging on the doorway just to your left at the end of the hall. And he seems to be screaming bloody murder. You just see him wailing away on this door going, "Let me in, you coward! Let me in!"
Sir? That's not how you open a door.
Are they backing away from him?
No, I removed him more towards the door. With that, he quickly turns around to you. He's like, "Ruff, ruff." Then almost just goes silent as if he's listening for something. "I'm not hearing no clicking from you. Oh, you big friend there. You're alive, aren't you?" Like,
Yep.
"What you doing here, kid?"
Came with a couple friends. We're looking for some people who might have some information on how a Tiefling. Not a Tiefling. What's the rabbit?
Namr.
Namr ended up in a pet shop.
He is going to roll to see if he remembers out. Well, he just shrugs. "I won't know anything about that. Maybe me boys in here would know something. But first of all, you got to persuade them to let me in."
Why'd they lock you out?
He kind of moves his shirt to one side, where there seems to be like deep claw marks. "The idiots think these things work like zombies." "I keep telling them they're not zombies. They're something more mechanical."
Mechano zombies.
Pretty much.
Mecha zombies.
So, what are you doing, Allo? Allo?
Oh dear, somebody just gone and oof.
No, they've muted themselves.
I was gonna say Ranna is muted.
We can come back to them in a second then. Just so we can keep things going a bit. In which case...
Sorry, I'm getting distracted by a certain somebody outside
Alright,
my
you're
door
back.
trying to get me to take and let him use my car.
Okay, so
What
what
did
are
I
you doing?
miss? What did I miss?
Basically, he said, maybe me boys in there would know, but they think these things work like zombies, so they're not letting me in. You got to persuade them.
Ah. I can have a try at the door. I'm pretty good at that stuff.
Yep. You head over to the door. Seems to be just a standard lock.
Right?
Like, in your days of forging and such, you feel like you could know the weaknesses, so I'll allow you to roll a strength check just to see if you can bust it open.
Hmm.
Unless you've got lockpicking tools. If you've got lockpicking tools, you can use those.
You did let me use the smithing tools to open that.
Which tools? Oh, smithing tools. Yeah, I suppose you could. So, basically, with the smithing tools, you're able to identify the weak spots of the lock. You just get out a slight chisel, get out your hammer, with a few quick cracks. You manage to break the handle down. It just... Now the lock door can't be locked or anything, but it can be just easily pushed. As the man rushes in a panic. And in there, since you can see it, seems to be a chapel. As the other two just go, "What have you done, man?"
Oh.
He just goes, "Don't look at me. You're her out there. Her and a big friend."
You do know a chapel's not very good for surviving in if you're trying to keep from getting eaten.
Yeah, we don't need... Yeah, we've
One
kind of
second,
figured that
I'm
out.
getting-
Especially
One more
given...
second.
And this one will just like motion towards here. Some of these, they're easy enough, you can tell. Some of these are getting a bit craftier. That
Give
one
me
in
one
there,
more second.
that one
I'm
tried to pass
sorry.
himself.
I'm getting
Oh, sorry.
real quick. Sorry, Leigh. Give
That's
me
okay.
one more second. I'm sorry. They won't leave me alone.
The issues of live stream. Well, we're not live streaming, but you get what I mean.
Isn't this why you discovered the pause function?
Oh yeah, I suppose we could, but it's alright. I don't think it's going to be that long.
I am back.
See? Oh, no, wait, that was Fran coming back.
Yes.
Speaking of which,
Terrible cold.
speaking of which, I should turn you up against my better judgment.
Against your better judgment?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know if I can do the Raali voice so much. My throat is so weak.
Tell you what, we'll come back to Allo in a bit. While they're sorting this out.
Hello.
We will head to the basement.
Here we go.
My favorite.
Now then, we've got two groups here that we need to look up. First things first.
Bark.
We will go to
Bark.
when I find the correct icons.
Book.
I have no idea how you're able to hear that. That's like miles. There we go.
We'll go to Pixie.
Okay.
As I reveal that you two, well, Pixie, as you slid down, you slowly but surely see a bit of light at the bottom. As you see the bandits ahead of you. And as you arrive in there, you see both you and him are now in what seems to be a cell. You are in the dungeon.
We locked up?
Yep. And crawling around on the floor outside of it seems to be a dismembered cogwork arm.
Right, okay.
And now Ix wishes he went down into the basement because there's arms down there.
Okay. So is this cell, is it what's the thing with it? The cell?
It's like the
locked?
metal bars and such. You know, a typical cell that you see in a dungeon. And the bandits already like rattling at the door going, come on, give way, let me out.
Alright. She's got lockpicks on her, I do believe. She would have. Something I initially forgot about. I felt like an idiot there.
Well, you are a rogue archetype, so I'd assume you would have lockpicks. So
Yeah. Yeah, thieves tools and all.
you kind of just shove him out. You kind of just shove him out of the way. You go picking the lock.
Forward.
And as you pick the lock, the door opens, and the hand crawls towards the door. As the bandit quickly rushes and goes to kick it.
Where? Sorry. She'll. Sorry.
Yep, he kicks that thing far against the wall. Just shatters it.
Okay, I'll just press on.
Go on, Michael.
Tools. That would press? Or is
Yeah,
it...
it's fine. As I said, with the thieves' tools, you just pick the lock.
Oh, okay.
And after he's kicked the thingy, after you've given him, win yourself the freedom, he turns back around to you.
Yeah, she's gonna, straight as the doors open, she's gonna make sure that right in sort of frame, keeping like with both eyes trained on the bandits.
Yeah, he's just like staring at you and he goes, "Hey, I seen you somewhere before."
She sort of narrows her eyes at him, says, "Oh, I have one of those, basic...
Yes.
Now listen to me. You lot have been in some business. Yeah, you lot have been in some business you might not have wanted to involved in, and you're gonna pay the price. Okay? I'm not gonna kill you. That would be just a waste of life.
You're gonna have to narrow it down. We've done a lot of shady dealings.
Let's see. Trading poor innocent creatures. Trading poor innocent creatures to
Oh, you mean the odd-looking rabbit?
Yes.
I'm assuming that's what you're on about, given there were another one with you up there. I mean, sorry, but we kind of already sold that one.
Yes,
That
and
was
we found. Yes, and we found him. And I take it you have a lot more dirty dealings under your belts, as you've said, which you will answer for. So you are not leaving tonight. Was it 2 or 3 of them?
It's just that one.
That one of them? Okay. So you are not leaving my sight.
Fine. Survival's better in numbers anyway. We can sort out who did and didn't do wrong after all this. Let's just get out of here.
Glad we understand.
Yep.
We understand each other.
Yep. There's only one doorway in this room, which is here.
She'll alright. She'll walk forward, torch. She'll walk forward, torch, but sort of walking alongside the bandits, keeping a sharp eye on them.
Yep. So as you enter this next room, let me just zoom out a bit so I can reveal it a bit better. You seem to come into what seems to be an odd cave-like structure.
Okay. Cave-like, then it's very tight or something?
No, it's quite a large cave by the looks of things. Like, that slide went on for quite a bit.
Right.
As you step into
I'm
there,
going to be getting back up then.
you see 2 of those clockwork wolves, one of which seems to be the same one that blew you down here. And in the middle of them all, you find Petru tending to an injured Raali.
Where am I?
You're there.
Oh, there I am. Yay!
Wait, did I move everyone over for this? That's a good point. Yes, I did.
Petru is...
Petru is Inferno's character, isn't he? The batfolk monk.
That's the one. Says, okay, just, sort of trains the torch as far forward as she can, so, like, it's like, are you both okay? All things considered?
Raali, you're kind of stunned at the moment, but you think you can hear Pixie's voice as you kind of look over in that direction.
She would give a nod, a slow nod.
Good.
Also, I should probably make... Oh, Raali, that reminds me. First of all, heal up all your damage, because you're rested.
Yes!
And then,
I'm at 57 again.
once you've healed up, take 8 damage from falling.
You bitch! Why?
Because that was a long fall.
She also, obviously she asked the same, Petru, like, any injuries and whatnot.
Petru just looks at herself, just shakes her head. She seems to be fine compared to what Raali is. But she does, like, quickly press her finger to her lips, motions over to the wolves. The wolves themselves, they seem to be struggling a bit in this darkness.
Alright, so she's gonna...
They don't seem to be able to see Raali and Petru that well, but they are both fixated towards your torch.
Alright, she's gonna... Okay, I guess I'm gonna throw a quick intelligence to see.
Yep, roll an intelligence to see if you can work it out.
I mean, out of character I got it, but...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm here with the dark vision.
Yeah,
but
you can see them fine, Petru. You can see them fine.
If I were to shoot them, they will come at me.
Yes, they will. Yeah, you can work it out, Pixie.
That's being drawn to the line.
Oh. I mean, I could be that
I
person.
think that was it, right? The wolf's being drawn to the line.
Yep.
Okay, so she'll quickly put it out.
Yep.
And grab it in the bandit guy by the shoulder, duck down, and...
Yep. As you duck down, you hear a bit of panic coming from your new friend here. And he seems to try and make a run for it.
Don't!
Raali, you hear his footsteps get about here. Well, then again, you can see him.
He zoomed!
Before he is pounced.
Oh!
He's not dead yet, but you can hear him being ravaged by this wolf.
Whilst that's happening,
Raali will slowly shuffle towards the wall. Try her best to shuffle towards this wall.
Okay.
Yeah, whilst that's happening, Pixie's gonna shuffle herself over to Raali and Petru.
Yep.
And just...
oh my god!
Yep. As you make your way over, the other wolves notice the sound by now. Also gets on this guy.
Yeah, and she's gonna say in a sort of quick, hushed voice, she's gonna say, "I'm gonna get out in front. I'll tell you when I'm there. Follow me." And she's gonna actually gonna shuffle away around, avoiding the wolves and whatnot. Hopefully she can.
You know what I would do, but I would regret for my terrible strength. I will probably waste one of my bottles and throw it the other way.
Okay. Yeah, you got the holy water bottles, didn't you?
Yeah, I still have some of them.
Yep. And luckily, no one down here is a fiend. So,
yeah,
no one's gonna be... Don't worry. So,
can I toss it to the other
check.
side of the room?
Oh no.
Smash.
We're not the fun now.
The two wolves drop this guy and rush over.
And run.
To try and figure out what that was. Pixie, you can't see it yourself, but you can hear the moans from him. Raali, he's pretty chewed up. He's still alive, but you don't know for how long.
I mean, do we want to help this guy?
She's Damn it. Hang on. Hang on. So, I guess Pixie doesn't have dark vision, does she?
No.
She's human.
You can only hear the moans.
Okay, so she's gonna. Oh, okay.
I can slowly drag them to the door.
Well, I'll say this.
Ask how bad he is.
Pixie,
How bad
I
not
can
Pixie,
keep
sorry.
throwing bottles.
Raali, roll me a perception.
Here is my perception. I have good perception. I rolled a 24!
Was that enough, actually? Let me just check. Oh my
No,
god,
actually,
it
that's-
just about was. I put a perception check 23 on this.
Aha!
Because I made a mistake. This point
I
here,
got a good eye.
this little red nub here, that indicates a door. That wasn't supposed to be there. This is, but as you look there, you see some light kind of cracking through here. You think that there's something behind this wall.
Well, what are you gonna do about that? We can't break down the wall, it'll also hear us. Unless I can just reach my hand through there. Or is the wall big enough for me to slip in? Or
No.
the crack in the wall big enough?
No. It's big enough to try and slip your hand in, but...
Person.
Yep, it's big enough for your hand, but not big enough for you.
Alright. Pixie, move aside. I want to check.
Yep. I'm assuming, are you slipping your hand through or are you peeking through?
We are slipping my hand. Well, actually, should I peek us first?
Yep.
As she moves away,
Yeah, peek through.
Make sure I can hear both your voices.
The light doesn't seem to be coming from any torch or anything, but rather from what seems to be a chest at the far end. You feel like this is a hidden vault.
Uh-oh, okay. This is gonna be...
Whoa, I want it!
Raali, what do you see?
I want it!
Okay. Raali, I don't think we want to be rushing to it. We don't know what's
But there's treasure in there.
we don't know what's down here. We don't want to be just rushing to...
Do it, immediately stick her hand in there.
You stick your hand in? The air is cold in there, like even colder than it is here.
He is cold.
Of course you stick your hand in. Okay. She's gonna just keep close by, both of you. Just keep close by, both of you. Don't go too far.
You also
that we might be able to get through there in just a moment.
As you're feeling around with your hand as well, even though there isn't that many cracks on your side, there seems to be quite a few cracks on that side. You feel like with a strong enough blow, this wall will come down.
Can I do you think a gunshot?
A gunshot probably won't do too much to this.
Where's that room? We need her!
It'd have to be strength checks.
Where's that room? We need her!
Oddly enough, I thought she was just behind me.
Who? Petru.
Oh, I thought... No, Pixie presumes that,
Oh, Codi's come down with you. No, Codi's still upstairs.
Yeah,
like, as you look around, Codi's nowhere to be seen.
Can't we, go around? Is there a possibility we could go around?
Well, you do see another door up here, as well as a door down where the wolves are.
It's best that we're going forwards. She looks looks towards the bandit as best she can, or at least where she presumes he is. Yeah, says.
The bandit just...
Alright, to.
He can't see you because he doesn't have dark vision either, but you hear him croak out just like, just go on without me, I'd just slow you down.
I'm not leaving here.
I'm as good as dead anyway. Better for me to
Okay.
die than you all die as well.
Okay. First of all, I'm the only one who can see. And Petru. With that, it makes sense. I don't know if you can see. You cannot see the dark. So if we really need to, I'll go grab this guy. I'll try to.
Let's just check something quick. No, Petru can see in the dark as well. So,
I want to try to grab this guy.
Yep, roll me a strength check.
Give me something good.
You're struggling. You try to drag him along the ground, basically. In fact,
I'm like troubling.
Yeah, you cause 1 damage to it.
I'm sorry.
Maybe if both of you go. Be quick about this.
Petru will try and aid with this.
What? Petru's gonna roll 20.
I mean, Petru is a monk.
Yeah. Exactly!
Yeah, Petru's just kind of like, with Raali's lacking aid, she does manage to at least get him to a point where he can be dragged along without harm.
Alright, let's go.
Yep.
And she'll be sneaking. Well, yeah, partly. Yeah, she'll be going forward, moving slowly, but also, some kind of pace.
Yep. So I'm
Making
assuming
sure,
you're going into the next room.
Yeah, making sure these three are not too far behind her.
So, as you enter the other room, cold air hits your face. It's a lot brighter in here than the cave, but as you look around, you see you're on a narrow platform. Hang on.
What?
Because surrounding you, when you move into there, surrounding you is a lake. An underground lake.
Oh, okay.
Both of you roll me an intelligence test.
Okay.
I have good intelligence.
I am slightly shooken.
I have a 3 in my intelligence, exactly.
You
I'm
both get
smart
this.
on Pixie, apparently.
You recall the missions you've been asked to do. And you start to think, perhaps this is the point where people are saying would be the best way to try and get to Undine.
Pixie just looks up, sighs heavily. Well, this is the best point to, this is the best point to find Undine.
Raali.
We're not all here.
Yeah.
As you look to the water, you see slight ripples here. As a koi
There's
man
over there.
pops his head up, who has a glass eye. You remember this is the one that you tried to bite onto before for breakfast.
He'll look at Atra
He gets a panicked
he'll
look on his
look away
face.
quickly.
He gets a panicked look on his face before diving back under, like, nope, not again. I can't deal with this.
Sir, no, it's okay. It's okay. She learned her lesson from last time.
You were so delicious.
He slowly surfaces again, like, are you sure?
Absolutely sure.
Keeps a wary eye on him. Where's the rest of you?
We got separated by a fire-breathing mechanical.
I was wondering what all that noise was up here. Although I can't say I've seen any dogs recently. A day ago or so, one or two of them came past, but that was about it. It's more the other thing you need to be careful of. Well, the two other things, I suppose.
Does this two other things? Okay. Does this water have any healing properties?
No, just water. I mean, I suppose it could hydrate you.
I guess the least I can do is take a look at his wounds. I take it the bandit's been dragged through too.
Yeah, he's in there with you. He's kind of bleeding out on the platform.
Like,
God just like looks like, you don't look good.
you, she looks over his wounds, sees just how bad we're sort of look. She's not a medical expert, but you know, I guess she'll. Would it be like a medical based thing?
Yeah. Just
Let's see. Come on. Where is it?
I just realised the problem with splitting a group up like this means I'm having to hop
Medicine.
between everyone. Okay.
That's a medicine.
Yep. You give him a quick once over. If he doesn't get any treatment soon or any healing soon, he's a goner.
She's like, okay. First things first.
Look, as I'm saying, I'm done for, okay? You should send a little bat friend to go get some help from upstairs, because I'll tell you right here and now, there is no way back up at the moment. That slide's too steep to get back up. The only other way that would be up and down here is broken. One of our men who had the key for upstairs fell down an elevator shaft and died.
Right. So we need to send someone back up for help, so they can come back down.
Petru gives a slight nod, sneaks through the room, and then goes back up to try and find help.
If he goes up and get help, have them come down here. How do they get out?
Yep. He's gone back up towards... It's basically gone through the hall where you all fell through.
In the meantime, you stay awake.
This key that he had, is it a diamond at one end, key at the other? The bandit just like gives a nod to the fish like, yeah, right. Remember that big other thing one of the other big things I saw down here before? I saw that carrying it off that way, and he motions towards the other door.
Alright. The door
This door.
She will look to Raali and say, but could you scout ahead?
I'd advise, if you are going to go that way, I'd advise maybe waiting for friends and allies. Trust me, not to go off your skill, but that thing was big.
Okay.
Can I at least peek through the door a little? I haven't.
Yep. Make me a perception as you peek through.
Okay, let's do this. Where is
A peek will have to do.
Where is my eyeball? It's right there.
Yep. You use the correct eye to peek through. There seems to be nothing in here monster-wise, but what there does seem to be gives you faint chills of the underground chasm that you found in the kobold village. You see a narrow board way over a chasm.
Okay, there is something in that chasm. I can probably tell.
You can't tell at this angle. You'd have to get closer to the chasm to see.
I don't want to get closer.
Okay. Alright, Raali, that's very good. We have a general idea of what's in there.
There's a big chasm, and it's pitch black.
All right, we should certainly wait for the others then.
Okay,
I have a feeling something will eat me if I go.
let me just
Yeah,
move
please
him up
don't
to here.
go there, Raali.
Petru's
don't.
flown back up. So, for now, we'll cut back to the ground floor. Codi, are you still with us? Aye?
Iron.
I was muted, sorry.
It's okay.
I
Sorry.
forgot, I didn't realise I was muted this entire time.
Sorry that it's been taking so long with this, by the way.
It's fine.
So.
Hey, I had time to finish things that I haven't in a while, so I'm good.
So, Codi, as you've been searching around this place, looking for other stuff, you found like the medallions and potions and such on what the guys left. But as you're looking through the ballroom as well, you start to find blueprints and schematics for the building itself. You start to try and get an idea of the layouts of the place.
Okay.
You also start to find some text about hidden places.
Ah.
How many cure light? Is it cure light potions I got?
Yeah, 2 cure lights, I'll say.
Okay.
I know I said 1 before, but I'll make it 2.
And 30 gold.
Yep.
Which puts me up to 700.
And with the schematics, you will see what seems to be the rest of this floor as well. I'm not going to reveal on myself because there is stuff in there that you might surprise. But using the schematics, just here north of the foyer is the elevator shaft.
Yep.
Just up past where the wolf was is the stables.
Ooh.
Over here, near where Ix is the dining room.
Yeah.
Beyond that is the kitchen.
Okay.
Beyond that is a patio.
Mm-hmm.
And beyond both the stables and the patio connecting them together is a large garden with a tree house. And in the notes for secret hidden little fake details, one of them seems to be on the tree house itself.
Yeah. What does it say?
It's basically like, it doesn't seem to be too much a notes from any of the builders or anything, but the notes from one Dr. Softlock himself. This is stating, my darling girlfriend, she keeps finding my gifts for her all over the place. I'm going to have to find new places to hide them so I can surprise her with the right dates. Perhaps in the old tree house we built. Maybe she wouldn't think of looking deeper into the tree. But if she does, I'm going to need a good lock system. Perhaps the name of one of our horses might do.
Oh. Interesting.
Why am I getting Resident Evil locksmith vibes from this place? It feels like we're in the Spencer mansion.
You found the diamond.
Uh-huh.
What?
What?
You said you found it.
No,
There's a
I was
key?
joking about that kind of thing to the Resident Evil thing.
Oh, right. I was like, wait, what?
So with that, Petru comes flying up towards you from the hall.
Uh-huh.
We might have a slight issue.
Oh?
They don't have a way back up.
Ugh. I told her to wait.
Also, the shit lizard's injured.
I don't care about that.
A bandit's half dead.
I also don't really care about the bandit unless he has information.
There's 2 of those wolves down there. I think one of them was the one up here.
Well, that's good. It means the way's clear.
They don't seem to be able to see in the dark as well. But the bandit... we also found a room where... it's filled with water, so... yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
But apparently there's something about a key down there.
Well, I've got my own little investigation to do.
Okay. I guess I could go check on the others.
You go find the others.
Yep. And with that, Petru flies.
If I can find a way down, I'll let him know.
Okay. With that, Petru flies up the hole this time. Before flying back down. Where's Ix?
Somewhere.
Flies back up the hole. So, with that, where you wanted to investigate?
I want to go to the stable.
Okay. So,
I want to see the horses.
as you exit this place,
Uh-huh.
make me a dex check to try and just shimmy around that hole.
Yep. Time for Codi. 2 fail.
Make me a dex check with Freely to see if you can stop quickly get you.
Come on, Freely.
Yep. Freely catches you. Pulls you back in.
Woo! Good boy, Freely.
Now, I will give you this offer. You can cling to Freely as he scales across the wall to get over the hole.
Yes.
So make me a strength check.
Ha!
Yep. And now make me a strength check with Freely. Nope, athletics with Freely.
Oh. That's worse.
He's struggling.
Oh no.
But with your 20 strength, as soon as he seems to be start slipping, you kind of swing yourself over, keeping hold of him, and you land here just beyond the hole.
Whoop, whoop.
With Freely held over your head.
Good boy.
You've forgotten something.
Oh,
Huh?
rabbit.
A little face pops out. It's the other near you.
Oh.
Well, they're dead.
No, she ain't. Freely, go back and get her.
Yep. Freely goes back, grabs her. I'll make a strength check with her, and then another athletics with Freely will be needed. She's slipping. Dex check.
Freely, hurry.
Dex check and then athletics. Freely grabs her with his tail, and then quickly scurries over to you. So now all three of you are united over here.
I pull the egg out and check on it.
Eggo's fine.
Eggo? You're giving it Eggo?
I never named it, that's just what Leigh called it.
Yes.
I'm eating egg right now.
We have breakfast with Eggo. That's amazing.
Yeah. Pixie and Raali are still in the basement, Allo. Ix is here in the foyer.
I can't see anything except for the basement.
Yeah, no, it's still the basement.
I forgot to switch things over.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that, I forgot. So, do you want me to ping where these things are again?
Yeah, because I don't know where they are.
Stables,
Yes.
elevator shaft, dining room, kitchen,
Uh-huh.
patio,
Uh-huh.
the big garden connecting patio and stables,
Yeah.
treehouse.
Sweet.
So, as you approach the door to the stables, are you going to be sneaky and look through, or are you just gonna Shrek it?
I'm gonna peek through. I'm gonna be a bit sneaky here.
As you peek through, you'll all be able to see this much of the stables. So the rest seems to be hidden by the little side areas where the horses go in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really make out too much. It seems to be abandoned.
Do I hear anything?
You hear rustling.
There's something in there then.
Yep.
Can I try to quietly open the door?
Sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You slowly but surely push the door open.
Because Cody's got a +6
Yep.
sleight of hand.
Let me just quickly check to see. Yeah, it won't be able to beat that sleight of hand, so it won't notice you whatsoever as you sneak in.
Cool. I just kind of go, shh.
Both Raali and the unnamed Namr give a quick nod.
So, we're gonna quietly move into the room.
Yep.
Loudly smashes.
So, as you both make your way in,
Mm-hmm.
you see the horse boxes. But they're not normal horses as you'd think. They seem to be cogwork horses, all of which seem to be dismantled just over time. And among them, you see someone rustling through, like trying to hide in the piles.
I'm going to head over to that area.
Yep. He's gonna try his best to duck down in it all.
Freely block the door.
Freely looks between both doors like, which one?
On the other side.
Ook. Just gives a quick ook and it goes over.
Yeah.
You hear a muffled, "What the fuck was that?" from this guy.
Come out or I'll crush you.
He pops his head out from the cogs and the hair, like, "Wait, you can talk?"
Yes.
Peers his head around. He sees you. Oh fuck! Hides back in the cogs and the hair.
Get the fuck out here. Or you're gonna die anyway.
He lets out a sigh, just pulls himself out and wanders off with hands in the air. Look, don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! Looks beyond you to the other Namr. Hey, I know that one.
Take their ears and use them as shoes.
Wait, how are you lot talking anyway? I thought you were just rabbits.
We're fiends, you fuck.
Oh no.
It was at that moment he knew. He fucked up.
He done fucked up.
Look, I didn't know, honest.
Doesn't matter if you knew or not. Now you're gonna tell me where the paladins are that you stole her from.
The paladins? They're overseas, last I know. None of them are here.
Then who did you steal her from?
You think I stopped and asked for names? Look, all I know is they had this crest on them. And he'll just quickly pull out a bit of parchment, just scribble something down on it and hand it to you.
Looks at it.
Yep. Just a quick thingy. Pixie.
Yep.
Does Pixie have any of her family crests on her?
Yeah, she'd have it on. She'd probably she'd probably have her family crest on like her belt, I'd say.
Codi, you recognize this? You recognize this crest that's been drawn? It's Pixie's family crest.
Where?
Wait, what?
Where did you steal her from?
I don't know, overseas somewhere in the wilderness. The paladin was a traveller. Look, do you really expect me to know all this information? You should ask a boss. But I don't even know if they'd know. All we know is this paladin had this mark. They've been travelling for some time because we've been keeping tracks of them. We may have overheard something about disgraced. That's all we know, honest.
She kind of looks to the other Namir to see if he's telling the truth.
The other Namir just tilts her head, then wanders over, looks at the crest. As soon as she sees the crest, she shirks away in fear.
All right.
Look, now that I've revealed that, can I go? And by go, can I hide back into that stuff? I do not want to be around when they come back.
You got anything on you?
And we.
And now she's gone to mugging.
Oh,
She's got one of her hammers hoisted over her shoulder.
He starts to rifle through his pockets. All that seems to be coming out at the moment is just gears and such. He's already dropped his 2 daggers.
She doesn't care about the daggers, he can keep those.
You can make me a perception on the junk coming out of his pockets. You don't see it. Just old junk. You can make one with Freely. Also,
Yeah. Because Freely has better.
Yep.
Kind of better. Nope. Never mind. Hold on. Fuck this. The bot doesn't like me.
Alright.
I'm rejoining. Shut up, David.
Sadly, correct.
You need to do that more often.
That was David.
I knew it was a good thing to let you join these games.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
Cool.
Okay, I will let you re-roll.
Oh, thank you. Now I need to open my character sheets again.
Just purely because the bot was being an ass.
You're gonna roll a 4 now.
I let Trickstem have one of these before, so I'll let you have one. Yep. He's emptying out his pockets. It's all gears and that lot at first. And then something shiny catches your eye.
What is it?
It's a name tag. Like, do you know like the ones that you see on like sheep and horses and that lot where it's like clipped through the ear?
Yeah.
Seems like that, but it seems instead of like the usual like nail kind of thing or whatever, it's a screw. So it looks like it was just screwed in on something that was mechanical.
Pick it up.
Yep. And it says on it, if I just scroll back up to where these were, stables. You find the name Silvermane.
It's worth a try.
What's worth a try?
None of your business, that's what.
Well, I mean, and then he looks to your hammers. You're the boss. You're the boss. Just
Damn right I am.
Just don't let the boss upstairs hear me say that.
Hmm.
And interestingly, it would be around this time when you hear a splat coming from here.
Oh. Coming from where?
Coming from the garden.
You better go check that out.
So basically you're sending me in first, is that it?
Yes.
Fine, fine.
It's either that or I kill you now.
He walks over to Freely. Out the way.
Freely move.
When he goes through, you just hear him go, bloody hell!
What is it?
One of me men splatted.
Huh.
Looks up. I guess the boss is in a bad mood.
What was the boss is a neighbor too?
No, they've already... Oh, Trickstem's met the boss.
I threw another person at them.
Codi rolls outside.
Yep. As you head outside, Freely and the other name joins you. You see the guard? As said, those two people, they seem to be trying to find a way out to the garden, but right now they seem to be focused up on the loud voice booming from upstairs, telling them that they better do better, or else they'll end up like him.
She kind of looks to the one that's with her. It's like,
You even think about trying to stab me in the back, and it'll be the last thing I ever do.
You do realise I left my daggers back there. I can't stab you in the back even if I wanted to.
Good.
Them two, I can't really speak for.
Them two, if they try, will die.
As you say that, you look over to this one here, who already had his bows. He's like, drops the bow. Why is the rabbit speaking?
I'm a fiend. A higher being than you'll ever be.
At that point, he looks over to this one, who quickly shoots him a look and goes, see, told you they weren't bloody rabbits.
Now,
Now?
come here, both of you.
Shall we leave our weapons here, or...?
Drop your weapons, come here.
They both drop the weapons as they approach. This one's like, can't believe we're taking orders from a bloody rabbit. The other goes, not a rabbit, I keep telling you, it's a bloody fiend. It's a devil.
That's right.
Devil.
I am a devil.
See, he even says it on a jacket.
Anyway. For now, since your boss is occupied, you idiots are going to be working for me.
You hear a door shatter above, as well as Trickstem's cry out.
Oh no!
I'm sorry.
Either way, you've got better chance of surviving this with me than just on your own.
I mean, we'd have a better chance of surviving if we had our weapons, but sure.
I can handle anything. So, first hand over any valuables you have. Money, potions.
This one goes, I don't got nothing.
intimidation. I am going to shoot him a look.
Okay. Yep. As you shoot him a look, this one looks over and goes, look, that ain't true. We had some gambling earlier. You won my possessions. Now hand them the fuck over before we get splatted. With that, he'll approach. He'll hand you 15 gold and a potion of moderate healing.
Yes.
Give me a second, I need to write that down.
Alright. Codi's
15 gold, you said?
Yeah, 15 gold. Codi's just going
getting
around
all the
mugging
money.
everyone. wasn't for the fact that Raali found the vault and that lot and wanted in, despite top danger, I'd say Codi's become the new Raali and stealing everything.
Yeah, but Cody's doing it in a different way.
True.
Cody's being.
Raali hasn't been stealing much lately.
That is true.
Now, come with
It's
me.
not stealing it.
Yep. They'll follow you.
It's not stealing.
Where are we going?
If you just borrow it.
To see if something I read is true.
I am amassing a small gang of bandits.
Yep.
Someone is challenging me. Stealing my bandits.
Actually, David, roll me a perception.
Perception.
Let's see if you notice these shenanigans going down. No, you don't. You're too busy with Trickstem.
Yeah, like, scare me, like, my dog.
Go to the tree house, to the tree house, to the tree house.
You scurry up the makeshift ladder.
Mm-hmm.
As you enter there, you see a bandit pulling on what seems to be a secret door. Like, come on, open, open.
Hey, you! Fuckwad!
Not right now. I almost got this. Come on, open, open. Wait. That didn't sound like Jeff.
'Cause it's not. Turn around.
He turns around to face you, and then rapidly pulls on the door like, let me in.
Now, you can either be like your friend, give me your things, and join me, or you can die. It's your choice. Are you gonna be a smart bandit or a stupid one?
He runs to jump out of the treehouse.
Stupid one. Great.
Good. They know better than to risk my wrath.
At least that one does.
Hey, you down there, stop your friend. Or die.
Or die.
Well, that's the thing. As he hops down to here, he sees them three like discussing to do that or not. He runs into the patio instead.
Huh, okay, whatever. I don't care enough.
She walks back over to the door and goes, you three, guard this ladder. Tell me if anything's coming, or anyone.
Fine. They still go to guard the ladder. You can hear a couple of them mutter to each other like, this day just keeps getting worse and worse. I mean, I suppose we had it better than... Duggan over there.
Just like, continues, goes up to the door.
Yep.
Is there anywhere to put this name tag in, or?
Make me a perception. Let's see if you can find it. Yep. You find, do you know like on those old suitcases they have like the letter dial thing?
Yeah.
You find one of them.
But with letters.
Yeah.
Okay. So she will put in the name that she found.
Yep. You do that. You go through it. You click the button. It opens.
Hey, buddy.
And inside, there seems to be a small room hidden in the under end of the tree. There is something wrapped up in there.
Really? Watch the door.
Codi goes inside.
Okay.
She brings the other name here with her.
Yep. The other name goes down and joins you.
Feels better knowing that Namr is with her.
Yep.
I'm gonna go look at the wrapped up thing.
Okay. Roll me a d10. If it's a 10, you re-roll. 9. Okay.
Nope.
Now roll me a d100. Roll me a percentile.
Your cat is laying on
63.
my stomach.
Let's see what you got. Okay. What you're finding there seems to be... Does this thing have stats? Yes, it does. Excellent. You seem to find a robe in there. It seems to be extremely fine cloth of white, grey and black, and adorned with silvery runes.
Ooh. Pretty.
And as you go to touch it, the colour changes on all the runes.
To...
Oh, sorry, the cloth itself, not the rune, sorry. It changes fully to black.
Ah. Weird.
Can I roll an Arcana?
Yep. You don't know fully what this is or the name, but you get the feeling that this is sensing your alignment. That's why it's changed colour. Like it can sense the chaotic energies within you. Beyond that, though, you feel like this may not be fully attuned to you itself. It needs something more along the lines of a sorcerer, warlock, or a wizard.
I'll put it in my bag.
Okay.
Do we even have one?
What, a sorcerer,
Yeah.
warlock, or wizard? Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I have a couple.
Yeah. And that is your first wondrous item found here.
God damn it, that was useless to me.
To be fair, that roll could have been worse.
Could it have been something that would damage fiends?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I
Could have been a living being.
I know on this table I've seen stuff like holy and all that lot. Where were some of these things? Talisman of pure good and that kind of stuff. So yes, it could have been bad for you.
Turn Cody into a pure white snowflake.
Could have been an explicit drawing of Blobby.
So with that, we'll hop from Cody to Ix.
Yes.
It's not been that long since you heard the explosion. Like, you just pulled those things apart. You've heard a bit of chatter from there, but not too much. Where are you wanting to go?
I am going to slowly shamble to the door and peek in. You know what? No, fuck it. I'm breaking the door down.
Roll me a strength. You charge towards it. And it's a good job you don't have any bones, because as soon as you ram it, it doesn't give. You're just like... Ph-tum. This one does seem to be barricaded.
There's no way I can get inside. Can I check this door?
Yep. It's not so much a door, but as you approach it, this is the elevator shaft. And basically as you pry open the doors, since there's no like keyhole or out, it just goes all the way down. There's no elevator there whatsoever. Right at the bottom, you can see what appears to be the last poor person that just stepped through without looking.
The last what?
The last person that stepped through there without looking. You just see like a splattered body on the bottom.
I wonder what they have on them. You know what? I don't know. Because I'd have to try that door again. And I don't know. I was hoping to chop somebody up.
I mean,
I guess.
Go on.
I don't know. Go ahead. I really don't know.
Your options at the moment are you could try the dining room door again. You could try and make your way past this hole to get to the slide or to the stairs, or you could go the long way around and bump into the treehouse.
I'm gonna go the long way around, folks.
Okay. So, make me a dex check as you try and get past that hole. You slip slightly, but with that blade foot, you manage to just catch your foot onto the end part and pull yourself across.
Yeah.
And as you make your way through, you come to the garden where you see a splattered body and 3 people stood outside of a treehouse. As they all look to you with horrified eyes, like, someone should tell her.
Oh, and Codi made them all drop their weapons, didn't she?
Yes, she did. They are all unarmed. Like, quite literally, you can see a bow here and a couple of daggers here. And you can see this one here eyeing the daggers like I should kill him.
That is my decision.
Okay.
I have chosen to slaughter them all.
As you rush towards them, all 3 of them shout in union, "Oh, something's coming for us!"
We don't know what it is, but it's a doll
Both
thing.
Codi and David roll me perceptions.
Here we go.
You both hear this.
Ah!
As you look down,
This will be my initial reaction.
Look out the window.
Yep.
Look out the door.
As you look out the door, you see Ix sprinting towards them.
Oh, it's Ix. Hi.
Unessa?
Unessa would yell, "Fucking kill it!"
Yep. You've just pretty much seen this, what seems to be another one of these skinwalkers, running towards your men, who have all dropped their weapons for some reason.
Can I see if there's any objects around me to yeet down out of the window at it?
There's the broken
Or
down
do I
doors.
have to throw another?
There's the broken down doors.
I do not like doors anyway. I cannot fit through most. I will throw the remains of the door.
Okay.
Ix. Hi.
Roll me a improvised weapon ranged. Basically, just roll me a dex check.
Okay.
Because that counts as like throwing.
Oh,
Oh no, wait. I used strength before when you threw something in, huh?
Yes.
Strength, sorry. You go to lift it, you pull your back slightly, and then that just makes you more angry as you fling the door.
I'm sorry.
The 3 people, they just let out a slight scream as they see this door heading towards them. Ix, roll me a perception.
Oh.
Yep, because of their screams, you quickly turn around to see this door coming towards you. Now roll me a dex check.
I am only mildly sorry for this.
Wow, that is a surprise to me.
Hold it. I'll stop with the soundboard now.
Okay, so
I love it.
those 3 behind them are also going to try and make dex checks to see if they can get out of the way. They get +1 to their dex, so let's see what happens to them. Top one. Middle. Bottom. Dives out the way. Fails to dive out the way. This one dives in the treehouse. Oddly enough, he's the one that jumped out the treehouse. No, wait, he's the one that jumped out the treehouse down here. Yeah, no, he jumps into the treehouse.
No, the one who jumped out the treehouse ran into the patio.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So this guy's jumped into the treehouse. Let me just roll for this.
You don't need to be scared. That's a friend.
As you say that, Codi, you hear a giant crash as a giant wooden door crashes into both Ix and the one that didn't dodge. Ix, you're taking 8 damage.
I'm sorry.
And the guy behind you is only taking 3 because you took most of the blow.
Oh.
This is not fun anymore. The one in front of me dies.
What, this one?
No, the other
The one that's already injured?
one. Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll an attack on him. That hits. You give him a quick stab, but he's not dead.
Codi, kill him.
I mean, he's technically a member of my gang, so...
I like how you have an item now called Sword Leg.
The thing is, Unessa, you've seen that door collide with this guy. Well, you've seen the door collide with him. Only for them to turn around and stab one of your men.
I would. Can I see any of the others? Any of the others of my what are my men, Codi?
Yep. You saw one of them leap into the treehouse, and you saw one of them leap beyond to here.
I would scream at them to fucking kill it, or I will come down there and kill them.
Roll me an intimidation. With a actually.
Oh.
Roll again. Intimidation with advantage because you were these guys' boss.
Oh. They know I can't do anything from so far up.
I'm going to scream at them.
Don't attack X!
Roll me an intimidation.
I have a +5. How did I roll so low? Oh, for fuck's sake! To quote Mark, what's the fucking...
What a big oof. This is just turning out to be one of these sessions where everybody's doing rubbish.
They're all looking around like just between each other going, who do we listen to? What do we do? They're so caught up in that, none of them are making a move, one way or the other.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah, pretty much that
technically
noise.
they're listening to me.
Ix, you can go for another hit on him if you want.
Hi, X!
I can.
I mean, Codi's told you not to, but it's up to you.
So saddening.
It's looking that they're too confused as to get an attack back at the moment. Basically, just stab in the treehouse next to it.
X!
This is literally just like, look at these rolls though. Like, all shit.
Oh, you got 8 and 6 in the same thing.
X!
8, 9, 8, 6.
What?
Quit it!
Alexa, stop.
Can we just say how there's 2 natural ones on the screen?
If you wish for me to stop, fine. But you must at least kill him when you are done.
He just looks panicked up to you at this point, Codi.
Hand goes,
We'll see. Now, you're gonna take me to your boss. And I'm gonna hit him in the face with a hammer.
All 3 of them at that point just point up to Unessa.
So I didn't catch any of that because I was switching my audio output.
Codi basically asked them to take her to their boss so that she can hit the shit out of them with her hammer. And all 3 of them pointed up to you.
I would re-enter the window in frustration and throw something inside the room at no one in particular.
You pick up that guy's corpse again and just splat it on the wall.
I'm coming for you, you big bastard!
Any reaction to that?
I have no idea what to say to that, to be honest.
Okay. So, Trickstem, are you doing anything about this? Because you were witness to all that.
So, this might sound awkward, but where is David's character? I cannot find
David's
it.
on.
All I know is people are doing absolutely rubbish, but you know, on the road.
I'll show
I
you
think
that's
he's
the
just going to be more protective over over breakfast, I guess.
I'm assuming that
You
you just
know,
like got your hands over her ears, like, no, don't swear
Yeah.
it's my child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just swear up
Like,
here.
don't do that.
So this body that you splattered, you dragged back into her splat against the wall. So,
Be right back.
yep. So, going back to Allo.
Yay! Okay, where did we leave off?
You left off with them saying about how they've got one of them trapped in the organ room. That some of them are getting quite sneaky to the point where they're acting like humans, but if you listen closely enough, you can hear the clicking of their gears.
Oh, it kind of tilts her head. There's one in the organ room?
Yeah, we caught him. He's trapped in there. We got the room locked.
Can I see it?
Yeah, there's a window there. As you peer through the window. You see what seems to be just a normal guy in there, just like banging on the door like, come on, let me out. This isn't funny anymore.
Allo just kind of squints at him. Could I make a perception to see if I can hear the foot?
Yep.
Or is the glass too thick?
Roll me a perception.
10.
You can't hear any clicking around.
Huh.
At that point, he looks to you and rushes over to glass and presses his hands against it. You gotta talk some sense into him. They threw me in here. They think I'm one of them. Please.
Alright, Allo's gonna turn to these three guys. Is he in the room for the same reason that guy was out of the room? Kind of points at the guy that grabbed it.
Oh dear God, I forgot about that. And they go to check his claw marks. Huh, they're not infecting. I guess they don't infect like that. That still doesn't mean he's not one of them, though. And they point back to the organ room.
Okay. Turns back to the glass. Will this guy be able to hear me if I talk to him?
Yeah. I should note, you're only seeing him from the waist up as well because of the mirror window.
Ah. Hey! What's your name?
My name? Craig.
Greg?
Craig.
I'm gonna assume that you're saying Greg.
Okay, Greg it is then.
Craig.
Greg?
Greg.
C-R-A-I-G.
Boy, I'm Greg.
Greg. Okay. I got it. Thank you. Craig, these guys don't want to let you out because they think that you're gonna kill them and take their skin.
Stupid, why would I do something like that?
I don't know.
I think paranoia is getting to everyone. Please, you gotta help me out here.
Allo just kind of looks at them and Oni and then back to Craig.
You could try for another perception check if you want.
I could, yes. Perception. 16.
Okay. You hear clicking. But oddly enough, you don't hear clicking coming from here. hear clicking coming from here.
Allo just kind of looks over.
He just looks back to you and tilts his head. What?
I can hear you.
I mean, I just spoke, so I'd assume you'd be able to hear me.
No, it's the other thing.
The other thing? I don't get what you... And as soon as he says that, a couple of hands burst from the wall. Drag him in.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a pipe bomb.
Oh. There's hands in the walls.
Also, the guy in the organ room seems fine.
You just saw that happening. You're just like, oh yeah. Also, the guy in the organ room seems fine.
Yeah, you're hearing bloody screams coming from there as these two quickly back up.
Everything's fine.
Oh no!
It's like, everything's fine.
Also, I just realised I used the wrong icon for this thing. He was supposed to be a person.
Oh, you gotta remember, this is Allo. Allo's been living amongst very fucking things for a very long time.
It's just zombies. Everything's fine.
Well, prime example, the fact that she's with how many weird creatures and one of them's dead.
That is true.
Like, the doll's not really alive.
So, with that...
I hate to be a buzzkill, but I'm gonna have to bail so I can get ready for work.
That's fine.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, have you got a shift tomorrow?
I gotta... Oh crap, I think that's my taxi. I got a shift now.
That's fine.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.
I mean, technically his shift starts now and goes till tomorrow.
True. Also, hi Zach. You're live on recording.
Well...
Ooh.
So, with that, he'll run over to here, unlock the organ room to let him out. And as he exits, Craig just gives him a slap on the back of the head like, fucking get it.
So...
Then...
You guys know what was in that room that just so happened to be opened up by Holt?
Well, as soon as you say that, what seems to be the guy's head peeks back through. You just hear like a distorted voice of, nothing's in here. Everything's everything's fine.
Alright. Allo's just gonna kinda sorta
Come.
take a...
It is safe in here. You will all feel error.
Let's have a little bit of a... I wanna fire the crossbow, but the idiot's between me and them.
He looks, sees your intention, steps out the way. Like,
Allo fires.
roll me an attack.
22.
That hits. 6 damage. Yep.
Right between the eyeballs.
Let me just check, see how much health these things have. Yep, you said they're sprawling back, like thong. And then he just kind of leans back forward as the face drips down from what his face was. Like, and you realise he's basically just peeled off the face of that guy.
Yeah. It's rude to lie to guests.
But, can't you see? I only want to be
Did it
alive.
just shut down? You only want to be alive?
It is our goal, main directive.
Well, living is what you make of it.
Living is to have flesh, skin. Without, we are but bone.
You are about what?
Bone organs.
Ah.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. So it sounded like he's doing a mini song, so I just got into that.
Allo doesn't know quite what to say about that.
I just stood there in awe. This thing's slow but surely trying to push its way back out of the hall again. We need scan, 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 donation. As it looks to the others, then looks to you. Sample size, small, small. No fit, fit. Registering, human, human, human. Compatible. And it's going to reach for one of them.
Hey buddy, real quick.
Y'all.
Why not, instead of using something that rots, why don't you use something that doesn't?
Explain.
You got terracotta, you got cloth. There's a bunch of things that can be used. Get the right kind of artisan, you can make yourself a nice metal carcass.
But that would not be alive.
Remember what I said, living's what you make it. And taking life from others is mean.
Error. Error. As he just backs back into the hall.
Am I mentally breaking the robot?
Yes.
I was going to say find Jericho, but very few.
So, are you doing anything else with this thing, or are you just keeping an eye on that hole?
I'll just keep an eye on the hole unless something pops through the door. Those idiots are right next to the door. That thing was.
Well, they're going. Look, this is all too messed up. What we need to do, we need to find that key, stop whatever's spawning these things, get back to the boss, everything will be fine.
That's what they think. It's easier said than done when you got a bunch of them bleeding down your neck, right?
That's why we need the rest of the boys. That's why we need the boss. The boss will toss them all.
That's the crunchy sound? That's the sound of the hands were eating that guy.
Eating.
The guy on the wall is being eaten right now.
Yeah. Kenneth pops his head back out. Seems to have the dead guy's shirt wrapped around his head now. Does not feel right.
Well, that's a start, but could be better.
Does not feel shutting down. This time he quite literally just kind of falls to the ground.
Wait, what? What happened?
You can make an investigation if you want.
Sure.
Just like died on us.
Roll me, yep.
That's a 20 investigation.
You look. The cloth's gotten stuck in the gears. Basically, in you telling him to wear cloth and that lot, it's gotten caught in his gears and basically just broken it.
That's a shame, at least he tried.
At least try to live.
You killed one inadvertently. So, unless you're going to do anything else in there, we'll head to the basement for one last time before we end today's session.
Of course, of course.
Oh, actually no, before we do, I remembered something. A small figure flies in right next to you, Allo. Petru's there. Well, here you are at least, Anoni, and where's the rest?
Hi.
Where's the others?
I don't know, that's kind of who we're looking for.
Some of the idiots have gotten themselves trapped in the basement.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Cody's
creepy basement of
Cody's middle
who's
floor.
like that.
Same with Ix. They all seem to be doing fine, but yeah, just try and maybe meet up when you can. Yeah.
Okay.
With that,
Good thing that Cody
Petru,
even her emotions.
Petru will flutter from you over to here.
Well, actually, that would have worn off by now, Raali.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, it's been a day.
I guess she's just lucky right now.
Petru will fly to here. Let us like scream when she sees the zombie.
Wait, wouldn't that mean her fear would just like rocket?
Trickstem.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception.
Dang.
Okay. Hopefully I don't choose the wrong one.
Deception.
Deception. Did it happen again?
Yep.
Got the right one, yeah, got the right one.
You hear some rapid punching coming from the research centre. Before Allo emerges, just like taking a few breaths, like.
You mean Petru?
Yeah, Petru, sorry.
Oh, hi.
There you two are. What the fuck is that? As you look beyond you two towards David's character, who's still slamming that body around.
This guy tried to kill breakfast. Well, I think.
Well, breakfast seems safe. She'll give breakfast a pat.
And they have been swearing in front of my baby.
My little baby has been.
I mean,
That's not right.
To be fair, you've been swearing a lot as well, but.
No, not now. Before I did, but not now.
Okay.
Haven't sworn once yet.
Okay, I'll try and remember not to swear in front of the child then.
Good.
Not like the little guy can even talk.
Allo's out there with Oni, just a bit beyond you. If you wanted to meet up, that's fine enough. Codi and Ix still ground floor. The rest of the idiots fell through.
Oh, well done.
Also, I should have been asking this to everyone. Do you have rope? Or anywhere that we could get rope?
I don't know.
I believe Allo.
It might be.
Out of your bum.
What?
I said out of your bum. He was being nice and he did not swear.
Out of your bum? That's being nice.
Hooray!
Nice.
Yep. Fine, just stay here and try not to anger that guy. You'll fly back over to you, Allo. Do you have rope?
Let me look. Allo proceeds to look through
Because
her
if we've
bag.
got rope, we can maybe try and find a way to rescue those ones down there.
She gradually pulls out 50 feet of rope.
What?
She
This
pulls
Sienna?
it out of nowhere.
Do you have any, Allo?
God, everyone.
Yeah, Allo has 50 feet of rope.
Mind if I borrow?
Sure.
Yep. And with that, Allo will take
God,
the rope.
reminds me when.
Allo will take the rope, go to the ground floor.
Petru will take that.
Petru, sorry. Petru will take the rope, go to the ground floor, and at the elevator shaft, we'll create a rope using the door for the dining room as an anchor. So now there is passageway between the basement and the ground floor, as long as you can climb it.
Okay.
And with that, if you don't mind, because it's pretty much 10:30 now, we'll call it there for today.
Yes. Yes. It has been a good session and pretty fun.
Yep, sorry about all the hecticness of the different floors and such.
It was so confusing.
I've quite enjoyed it. Ow, my knee. Ow. Ow, that hurt.
Is the guy alive still?
Alright, I'm gonna start hanging out.
Alright, so, for those watching on YouTube, thank you all for tuning into this, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
If you're curious about why I need to go, is that I'm running 2 D&D games at once.
She's cheating on us D&D wise.
I I joined this game, and then right after, I joined another game.
You are quite busy.
Yes, I am busy. Also, I ran to someone's apartment. That's why I was a little late.